Hey guys, it's Haley, and in today's video I'm going to teach you some very common and useful English expressions and phrases that you are going to need in your day-to-day life in case you are having a conversation in English. I'm going to share 25 common and useful expressions in this video. So in case you want to improve your English, watch this video till the end. Without any further ado, let's get started with this lesson. And the very first English expression that is really common in our day-to-day life is to call it a day. Calling it a day means to stop working. So maybe you are working and you can say that, I'm so tired, let's call it a day. Means that you want to stop working. In case you want to ask someone else to stop working, you can say, hey, why don't you just call it a day? It means that you are asking them to stop working. Or maybe you are instructing a group of people to stop working. Then you can say, okay guys, let's call it a day. That means that you want them to stop working. Let's call it a day. The next phrase that we are going to learn is out of hand. Out of hand means getting a situation out of control, and this is used in cases where the situation has gone really messed up and you can't really do anything about it anymore. So in that case you can say, I can't do anything about it, the situation is really out of hand right now. Out of hand. The next expression is pull yourself together. Pull yourself together means to calm down. In case somebody has lost a beloved, or in case they have just gone through a tragedy, you can ask them to pull themselves together. Pull yourself together. You can't lose hope. Mrs. Mehra took 1 month to pull herself together after her husband's death. I need to pull myself together to support my family. Pull yourself together. The next one will be speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, and here he comes. This is typically used when you are speaking about someone and that person comes right then. So it is called as speak of the devil and here he is. Or speak of the devil and here he has come. The next phrase is really easy. It's called never mind, and it's generally used in case you want someone to do something but they deny, and you can say, okay, never mind, I can do it. Never mind, I'll finish the job myself. Never mind, I can get the work done. Never mind. The next phrase that we have here today is at the drop of a hat, and it means immediately. I'll be there at the drop of a hat. Varun was there for Ishita at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. Our next phrase is beat about the bush. Beat about the bush is used when somebody is not getting to the point and saying things that are not really directed towards what he actually intends to say. So somebody is probably looking for money from you, but that person is not directly saying that. So you can just say, stop beating about the bush and tell me what you need. Stop beating about the bush. Rahul beats about the bush a lot before he gets to the point. Beat about the bush. Our next phrase is costing an arm and a leg. It means something that is very expensive. The new iPhone costs an arm and a leg. Really, it does. It is called an arm and a leg because they are physical body parts, and to sell them means you're extremely in need of money. So an arm and a leg is therefore used to signify want of a large amount of money. An arm and a leg. Number 9. Once in a blue moon. It means something that happens very rarely. Ramita visits me once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, we get an easy question paper. Once in a blue moon. Our next phrase is a piece of cake, and it essentially means something that is really easy. For me, reading books is a piece of cake. For you, playing football might be a piece of cake. A piece of cake. Our next phrase is blessing in disguise, and it means something that you initially thought was bad but it turned out to be good. Losing that old job was a blessing in disguise. Losing that old phone was a blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. Our next phrase is like the back of my hand, and it means something that you can do very easily. For me, I know alphabets like the back of my hand. It's something that you're really fluent in. Back of my hand. Give me a minute. It means hang on. It means to wait. So maybe you're busy in something and somebody is willing to talk to you. You can say, give me a minute. I'll be back in a second. Or give me a minute. I'm still stuck in work. Give me a minute. The next one is off the top of my head, and this essentially means something that you did not understand. Science goes off the top of my head, but I know English like the back of my hand. Being on the fence. Being on the fence means to be divided in opinions between two things. I'm on the fence whether I should go to America or stay in India. I'm on the fence whether I should watch Friends or How I Met Your Mother right now. 16. Having second thoughts. It means to contemplate a decision over again. So maybe you decided to get married, but then you will have some second thoughts about it, right? I am having some second thoughts about this crucial decision right now. Meeta was having second thoughts about her decision to leave her job. Our next phrase is to snap at, and it means to retort at someone really rudely. I shouldn't have snapped at my mother. You shouldn't have snapped at your father. Meeta snaps at everybody who talks to her. Round is a bad person because he tries to snap at everybody who tries to help him out. Snapping at. Smiling ear to ear. Smiling ear to ear means smiling like this. So basically, I'm smiling from my this ear to this ear, not literally, but yeah, it means to smile a lot. When I gave the kid a chocolate, she smiled from ear to ear. When I saw the amazing movie, I was smiling from ear to ear. Smiling from ear to ear. The next phrase is call off. Call off means to end something. The wedding was called off. The event was called off. The marriage was called off. Called off. The next phrase is look after, and look after means somebody who is taking care of someone else. My mother is looking after me. Your father is probably looking after you. You are probably looking after somebody else. Looking after can be incorporated in a lot of sentences, so make sure that you use it wisely. Our next phrase is to call for, and call for means calling somebody. The doctor was called for when my mother fell ill. I had called for Sumit last week, but he did not come. Call for. Our next expression is can't help it. So in case somebody is asking you, in case you are not good in English, you can say, I can't help it because I'm not a native. In case you have not finished a lot of work, you can say, I couldn't help it. I had a lot of responsibilities to complete before that. Can't help it. Number 23 will be cry baby, and it is used to describe a person who whines at everything. Oh Rohit, don't be such a crybaby. Meena is such a crybaby. She starts whining every time we don't agree with her. Crybaby. Number 24 is on cloud 9, and it is used to express being very happy. So in case I get a scholarship, I'll say, oh my god, that is great news. I am on cloud 9. In case you get a success, you can say, what? I'm on cloud 9 after hearing this. On cloud 9. The last phrase that we are going to learn today is on one hand and on the other. And this is used to equate two situations. On one hand, if I don't clean my room, it will be dirty. On the other hand, if I clean my room, I'll be late for my tuitions. Weighing two different situations. On one hand and on the other. So yeah, those were the 25 English expressions and phrases that I think everybody should know and use in their day-to-day conversations. In case you are new to this channel, make sure that you are subscribing to my channel because I'm going to post English improvisation videos on Fridays. So in case you are looking out for this particular segment, Fridays are the days when you should be coming back. In case you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below which phrase you find most useful. For me, I think it's probably being on cloud 9 because most of the time I feel like I'm on cloud 9. but I think that's a great feeling. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel because I post new videos every week, and you are sure to find some great videos, great recommendations, and great reads in case you stay tuned. Also, for English improvisation, there are some books that I recommend to everybody because I've been using them for about 10 years now, and they have improved me a lot. They have helped me improve my English by leaps and bounds, and I've attached links to all of them in the description below, so make sure you check it out. Until my next video, bye bye. Our next phrase is beat about the bush, and this essentially means speaking of things that are not to the point. So in case you are having a conversation with someone about books and they are speaking about movies, so you can say just stop beating about the bush. Beating about the bush means Number 24 is on cloud 9, and it is expressed like the back of your hand. It's knowing something really well. I know alphabets like the back of 12, like the back of my hand. This means knowing something really well. I know alphabets like the back of my hand. I can do maths like the back of. I can solve sums easily. Our next phrase is like. The next phrase is call off, and call off means to deny